to Shysen 773. Thank you guys for coming in. Currently just setting up right now. I have a couple of things that I wanted to talk about and work on with you guys. So I am going to be talking about two different fragrances, or actually two different houses. One of them is Broken Anatomy, and the other one is the Taliaferro. So let me start off by saying the Broken Anatomy, I actually ran into, or I was looking for a new fragrance at one point, and I stumbled upon this brand. So while going through Instagram, I was looking through it. Hey, it's my man D'Angelo. How you doing? Good to see you. um, so while actually running through Instagram, I ran into this fragrance house and I was super excited about it, but ended up actually not remembering the name of it. And then lo and behold, Amina from Smelling Fragrances from Amina, she actually brought this one up. What's going on, Abraham? How you doing, man? Let me go ahead and show that. How you doing today, Kelly? Thank you very much for showing up. That is awesome. So what I ended up doing was I watched Amina's video and I finally remembered, was like, oh, this was actually the name of the company. So Broken Anatomy is from Ryan, and I believe his wife's name is, it was on the card, it's Liberty. So Ryan is actually the perfumer, and if you get the which I actually purchased the sample set, I'm gonna show where I got it from. So it's from Broken Anatomy, and this is what it comes with. So there's a nice postcard. He said thank you to me, and then there's a picture of him and his wife, handcrafted in Arizona. So when you actually get the fragrance, oh, nice job, Abraham. That's pretty cool. He said that he actually received the discovery set after he saw Amina's video. That's kind of the same thing I did too. So when you get it, it comes like this in a 3-piece set, and then if you flip it around the back, there's a coin, and it says you're supposed to read it, always broken, never lost. So if you look at the way the coin is, it's always broken, never lost, which is that's pretty dope. So let me talk about the 3 fragrances that they have from this house. So the first fragrance is Burnt Remedy. So I have some of the notes for Burnt Remedy right now. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cool, D'Angelo. You got the discovery last week. Oh, you won it. Oh man, that's pretty cool. You won it from one of her lives. Yep. The challenge coin. Exactly. So the notes for Burnt Remedy is going to be Hey, it's Hey Absolute, Propolis, Smoked Cashmere, Vetiver, Wet Tobacco Leaves, and Chocolate. So after I heard that, I was like, wow, I definitely need to try this fragrance out. I wonder what it smells like. So the next fragrance is Brain Dance, and Brain Dance has anise, geranium, cardamom, aldehydes, oak moss absolute, and ambroxan. And then the last fragrance is going to be Chasing Memories. So, Chasing Memories has bergamot, grapefruit, orris, orange flower, absolute, sandalwood, and white musk. So, I'm going to actually try all of these on one arm. I'm going to use this arm because I'm going to use the other one for the Taliaferro. All right. So first things first. So this isn't my first time smelling this, so I cheated. As soon as I got it, I'm kind of weird. I like to smell everything right away. I'm sure you all are the same way, but I'm going to try Burnt Remedy first, just so I can remember what it smells like. Give it a couple sprays. Okay. So at the top, I'm assuming that that's hay that I'm smelling, but you get this dirtiness to the fragrance. So to me, on my skin, it almost smells like a clean dirty smell. It smells good to me, but I know it could be challenging to some people. And D'Angelo said the same thing happened to him, and so did Abraham too. Um, yeah, it's kind of dirty, and it's such a different smell. And the cool thing about his fragrances is that they're not linear at all. So you get one smell at first, and then all of a sudden it goes into something different. Hey, how you doing, Indecence? So I remember as this continues to develop, that top starts to go away, and then so if you've ever smelled um what is that fragrance from Parfums de Marly? um Trying to think, can't remember the fragrance from Parfums de Marly, but it has that top opening. It's almost like a pill type of smell. So it's like like a dirty, dusty peel type of smell. And I'm guessing that's where the hay comes in. But then it starts to get a little bit sweeter on the skin, I would say, as you get to about the 15-minute mark. And then it turns into something totally different. So I like this fragrance a lot, but it's not my favorite from the line itself. So let me go on to Brain Dance. So I actually really like Brain Dance. I remember from smelling from the top to the bottom. So yeah, D'Angelo also said that he enjoyed it. He enjoyed that one also. It has this kind of it's kind of a citrusy opening, but there's something else in there that kind of keeps it very, very, I guess, it keeps it from going really wild. So his fragrances are very well balanced. I love the names too, Kelly. They're actually really cool. It seems like he did a lot of thinking with not only the names, but how everything was put together. And then if you get the full bottle, they actually have these little brains on the top where he created them from hand. So I believe they may have like little fingerprints or different things like that. So it's actually really cool, and I definitely was thinking about getting a full bottle of one of these. I think that this one is a bit more wearable. There is a mid note though, as you start to get to about the 5 minute mark. There's this weird sweetness. Um, it is Oh, okay. Yeah. It was kind of aldehydic. That's exactly what it is. That's what I was smelling. So the aldehydes on the top is probably what I'm smelling, and it's causing me to like I guess feel that it smells like kind of weird. It's this sweetness that I don't necessarily like, but at the same token, once you get past that point, so I would say like the 15-minute mark, it kind of goes away. So, hey Drea, um, Kelly definitely is awesome for a collector. Um, yeah, it's very interesting, honestly. I think that this one actually smells pretty good. But I'll be honest and I'll say the last one, Chasing Memories, is the one that really made me feel like I wanted a full bottle. So I'm gonna spray this one on skin, and I like this one from beginning to end. So for me, I get like it's almost like bergamot and tangerine on my skin. And then as the fragrance develops, you get this, it's like a cinnamon type of smell. D'Angelo, I don't know if you get that up top, or Abraham, do you get that up top as well? Man, that smells really good. This one right here is by far my favorite from beginning to end. So, okay. D'Angelo likes all three. Okay. Yeah, Chasing Memories is very good. Definitely for the summer months. And okay, definitely. Abraham likes Chasing Memories as well. I definitely, like I said, I like all three as well, but there's something about this fragrance. It is so bright and uplifting, but then there's this it smells like cinnamon to me, but it's not cinnamon. It's almost like a sparkly type of smell. So I definitely like gourmands, different things like that. So I tend to kind of go towards anything that's a little bit sweeter. As you guys know, I'm like big into Dream House of Curios, so gourmands are my thing. But yeah, all of the fragrances actually last a pretty long time, and they are 50 mLs for $118, which is pretty good for any type of fragrance like that. They're very well balanced. Like I said, I would go ahead and check them out. Again, that is Broken Anatomy. Yeah, it's bright and spicy. That's exactly what it is. Okay, so just wanted to give Ryan some spotlight on that. Love the fragrances. You'll see something from me soon, Ryan. Thank you. So the next one is from the Taliaferro. So the Taliaferro is a fragrance line that I stumbled upon when I was on YouTube, and I ran into a YouTuber called Kingdom Perfumes. If you've never heard of him, I believe he lives out towards the New York area. He is absolutely awesome with his reviews. Very smooth brother. um, oh, no problem. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you checking me out. I think he would definitely love those fragrances. Um, but the Taliaferro is I guess he's a new brand. So myself and Lulu, we actually checked him out. We checked out the website, and we saw his fragrances were going for $50 right now for a 50 ml. And then he also has a 15% off on your first purchase if you want to use that with an email. So normally they were going for like, I think it was $70 for 50 ml. But I'll put the banner back up really quick to just show it. So his website is thetaliaferro.com. And I ended up I ended up purchasing two based off of Kingdom Perfume's suggestions. So for those who don't think that anybody else looks at other people's YouTubes, I always look at everybody's. So if you're a YouTuber, if you're first time doing videos or anything like that, I'm definitely gonna check you out. I know there's a lot of other people that'll check you out as well. So I actually did not open this one, so I was proud of myself, but I was super eager to. But it comes in a box like this. So I have two of them. So I purchased B.E.D, which stands for Become Everyone's Desire. And I also purchased the wood. So the fragrance, once you get it, you get his card, which says you are luxury, and then kind of tells you some more information. Another thing that's really cool about this perfumer is that he allows you to create your own fragrance as well. So he will actually do a consultation with you. I believe it's an hour consultation for it's like 175, and then he finds out what you're looking for specifically. I believe he sends you out samples, and then once you choose the sample that you want, then you can go ahead and purchase the fragrance, or he will send you a 50 ml of the fragrance. So that experience alone, I think, is very well worth the money. But let me go ahead and continue to open up the fragrance. So they come in this box and they are in baggies. I have one that has a gray cloth and then the other one that has a red cloth. So and then there's peanuts in the bottom. So let me pull one of them out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the gray one out and see how this one looks. So we are smelling this together. So I am opening this up. And again, as soon as you open it, it says you are a luxury. And it's the same thing, kind of like a little thank you and enjoy. So the bottles come, there's the 50 ml. It's a plain bottles, plain is clear. So this juice is kind of small. Unfortunately, I see a floaty in there. So I'm assuming that he bottles this himself. But I'm going to go ahead and open this, and you can actually smell this from. Oh, this smells really good. So this one is B.E.D. Let me read you the notes of B.E.D really quick. So B.E.D's main notes are red currant, bergamot, and tea. So that was super exciting when I heard that. So I'm going to go on skin right away. So I think that's the best way to do it. Hey, Ryan finally popped in. Ryan, we already talked about your fragrance. Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. So B.E.D is very smooth. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. I'm assuming that the red currant and the tea gives it this, you smell the tea, but it also has this really nice sweetness to it. Um, I'm assuming that's the red currant. Gosh, this is really good. It almost reminds me of the top of Ryan's fragrance. So, gosh, man. Um, but of course, Ryan's fragrances are developing right now. Um, Gosh, that is so good. Sorry, I was going on Ryan's fragrances. Um, he knows how I feel about those. But the Taliaferros, this is very, very nice. If this was a soap-like fragrance, oh my gosh. This is so smooth. I don't know how long this fragrance lasts. Again, because we're doing an unboxing and first spray, but I'm really liking this fragrance. It's very soft. I think this is office worthy scent. Um, Yep. I like this one. This one is very, very good. Very well made. So again, nice job, Mr. Taliaferro. I believe that's his last name too. So, and I believe he just started out probably like at like mid 2020 when he started his fragrance line. But I'm gonna go ahead and open the second one, which this is the wood. And again, it has the "You Are Luxury," and I am thinking that, yep, the bottle looks the same. So I think the only complaint that I would really have is that you can't tell a difference. So if you purchase two bottles, they are identical. So there's nothing to me that oh, well, I guess there's a dot. There's a dot that stands out, but I think that the fragrance really needs to have some type of information on it, either saying the wood and bed or something of that sort. Um, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray the wood right now. Oh, this is nice. This is, I would say, the wood reminds me of, it almost reminds me of oud wood on the top a little bit, but it's not oud wood. It's its own thing. I do smell alcohol up top, so, but it starts to blend, and the blend is coming in pretty decently well. It has this woody citrus facet, but it's not overly woody. It's not a blaring fragrance, so, unlike and I'm not saying anything bad about this fragrance at all, but unlike the Broken Anatomy ones, I've worn those before, and off of one spray, I know that I get a lot more projection and longevity. I don't know what the longevity would be on this one, so I will definitely give this more wear, but I do like both of these, so I don't regret these at all. These are actually amazing fragrances. I think they're definitely worth a purchase or worth a try. I think you can try these fragrances for, I think there's a sample set for like $13. So if you go to his website, you can definitely check these out. But the wood um, has the notes of pink pepper, saffron, and leather. So I kind of thought with those ingredients in there or those notes that it was going to blare and project, but it just did not. So um yeah, but it smells smooth. It has like this, it dries down to almost like a little bit of a soapy smell. So I'm starting to get like a soapy smell from this one. I'm going back to bed. Bed is really nice too, but it seems to be going a little bit soft on me, but it's good. Going back to Ryan's, these are nice. Definitely. um Yep. So Ryan, I know that we're all kind of saying that we are definitely gonna check out your fragrances. Mr. Taliaferro, your fragrances were dope too. Um yeah, Drea. Um Definitely good to check out a bottle. So out of all the fragrances that I've talked about, which ones are you guys kind of leaning towards? What do you think? Oh, nice. Oh, um, so the sizes of these bottles, Abraham, these are 50 mLs. And the sizes of if you didn't know, the sizes of Broken Anatomy's fragrances are um are 50 ml as well. So I am definitely, I mean, I already have my two from the Taliaferro. I know that he also has, I believe he put out 5 more fragrances from his line as well. So yeah. Yep. Kelly is um saying chasing memories and bed definitely. Bed is bed is really good. I'm starting to get, I don't know what that is, but it smells a little floral too. So it smells really good. Okay. Ryan is saying that his fragrances are available at Dora Perfumes. And again, you can also sometimes check him out on his website. I know I was looking for one of them and it was sold out. I believe it was the most popular one that everybody was talking about. If I'm not mistaken, Ryan, please let me know. Um, Ryan is, again, if you're coming to this late, he is the perfumer for Broken Anatomy perfumes. Oh, yeah, I noticed that too, Abraham. So he's saying that he noticed that they didn't tell the sizes of the bottles. I can't remember where I saw the actual sizes of the bottles themselves, but I found it and it said it was uh it was 50 ml. Oh, this is awesome news. Okay. So Ryan says that he will announce when they're back in stock. So really, if I'm telling you, Broken Anatomy is out of this world. You have to check it out. If you haven't checked it out, I'm definitely getting a full bottle of one of these. So I like to go back to Ryan's fragrances and smell them over and over because you get something different every single time, all the way through to the dry down. So I'm going to go back through and re-smell them. So that first one with the hay, now it's starting to get a little bit brighter on my skin and it's projecting even more. So to be honest with you, I can wave my arm like this and I can smell it from here. Um, it is really good. Uh, the second one, oh my gosh. So remember I told you before, oh hey, how's it going? Sensuous. Um, No problem, Ryan. No problem at all. Definitely worth it. His second fragrance that I mentioned. Oh my gosh, that one. Let me grab it just so I can. I believe that's Brain Dance. Ha! Amina. Amina. That's what I'm talking about. Team Burnt Remedy. That's right. I felt the same way. That I knew that was definitely Amina's favorite. So shout out to her, and she's in Texas. Praying for you guys. Hopefully everything gets a little better for you all. I know it'll be hot again soon. So and then going back, I think the last one was Chasing Memories. That's I love that fragrance. Chasing Memories is so amazing to me. The way that it comes off of your skin, the way that it projects, it is definitely a great winter, I would say a fall, winter, and spring where spring is cooler. It's definitely one of those fragrances that you want to smell. I would also say that Burnt Remedy is more of that as well. All right. Take care, Ryan. We appreciate you popping in. Oh, you just said prayers for you guys. I thought he had to go. I thought you had to go for the kids. Um, Yeah, so if anybody doesn't know that's checking this video out, unfortunately, Texas, I mean, if you watch the news, you know that Texas is going through a lot of what Chicago goes through. So we are actually used to this. It's, as a matter of fact, it snowed today, and I'm sure it's probably going to snow until June. Um, I don't want to jinx ourselves, so I'm going to knock on wood. But going back to the Taliaferro, so now I'm holding my arm out here and I can smell the fragrance. So it's starting to really pick up. I'm smelling bed from here. So this is pretty good. I literally was moving my arm around, and then all of a sudden, those two sprays just did something crazy. It's beautiful, it's airy, it's sweet, not too sweet. There's a little bit of tartness to the fragrance itself. It smells sexy. It's one of those out of the shower, out of the bathtub type of fragrances. So um oh, good, good. Amina said that she is doing good. She's doing a lot better. Um, there are just gonna pop that up so everybody can see. Uh, yeah, there was a lot of rolling outages, different things like that. I was checking out the news about that. That was pretty tough. Um, Oh, so let me talk about some of the fragrances that I am actually getting pretty soon. So, if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow I should be getting the rest of my Kajal fragrances. So, I ended up picking up Lamar and I picked up Kajal Home. So, I will probably also either do a live first impressions if you guys like this type of content. I can go back to doing this, or I can also create a video as well on the fragrances themselves. But I really do like the interaction that I'm getting going back and forth with you all. So this is pretty nice. So okay, all right. So Lamar is supposed to be fire. I'm excited to get it. I'll do an unboxing and first impressions on it. I believe that I heard that Lamar lasted a good 10 plus hours. So please let me know, D'Angelo, if that is the case. Um, I actually wanted to shout out the bro Fragrance Journey '01. Awesome. I will definitely do a live. Definitely would love to do a live. Um, so Fragrance Journey '01, I checked out his fragrances. Shout out to him and Future Journey. They they definitely put out some awesome content. So he talked about the fragrance. Then, of course, he got it from He Smells Like Rome. And okay, that sounds, I'm excited about it. I am definitely excited about it. At least 10 hours. So He Smells Like Rome put us all on to a lot of fragrances. If you haven't checked out him, like, definitely check him out. Yep, that's right. Sensualized. Rob and his son are awesome. Actually, I talked to them not too long ago, and I think that we're gonna try to do a collab as well. And then if whenever Miss Amina gets back into it, we're supposed to do a collab and a big haul. So we both were decanting fragrances a while back, and we're supposed to do like a big, I think it's like anywhere between 30 something to, I think it's like 30 something to 40 different fragrances that we both were supposed to give to each other. But that should be really cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, I definitely want to see D'Angelo and Abraham get a channel. I would love to do a collab with both of you all. That would be super dope. Let me know when you get a channel. I will be the first one to come to your channel and subscribe, check out your content, because I know you have a lot of good stuff, just like I do. So also, besides the Kajals, I am supposed to be getting Ovation for men. I think, I don't know if anybody else has Ovation in the chat right now, but that's right. Amina says they need to. And of course, D'Angelo will say his collection is measly, but I'm sure collection is really big, probably larger than some of our other collections. So I'm not sure how many fragrances everybody else collects, but I have myself a decent amount. That's a mixture of niche and also designer, and then also higher end designer as well. Hey, my homegirl is here. What's going on, Lulu? How you doing? Okay, so okay. D'Angelo says he has both versions of Ovation. So, what are those versions of Ovation then, D'Angelo? Like, what are you getting from both of them? Because I'm assuming that I'm getting a new one because he told me that it would take him a few months to get this one. That's funny. Amina said he's fibbing. That is so funny. So hopefully those fragrances are going to be super amazing. I think Ovation was supposed to be a great airy fragrance. Yeah, I'm getting D'Angelo said I'm getting the new one for sure. So um pretty excited about it. It was nice. He actually came to me and oh nice. It's pretty uh that's pretty cool. So Ryan saying that he had the original formula. Okay. And then oh yeah, you definitely need a good fragrance if you if you just got a divorce and you need to smell good. Oh, whatever. Amina does not have a measly collection. Oh, so who is Ovation? So Ovation is a fragrance from a black owned uh it's a black owned perfumer, Mr. Crenshaw is his name. So hey Heather, how you doing? How's it going? So Yeah, Sean Crenshaw is his name. So Sean Crenshaw has this fragrance of his that was, I believe this was his first fragrance. I'm not sure if he has any other from the line. Yeah, Crenshaw. I yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't believe he has any others from the fragrance line itself, but I know that this fragrance is supposed to be probably one of the better fragrances that I heard. That's really good for office, for men or women can both wear it, but it's pretty cool. So going back to something else that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to see how many people out there are into certain fragrances because I wanted to go and talk about some of my floral fragrances after I do the Kajal video or the Kajal live. And then I was also going to do Ovation as well. But I have a lot of floral fragrances. So if that's something that you all are interested in checking out, I can probably give you like a good 10 to 20 different floral fragrances that we can talk about. Um, oh, Amina, you didn't know that? Okay. Okay. Abraham said his nephew robbed him of his original. So apparently that fragrance must be amazing. It's definitely something that you'll probably want to get your hands on. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Floral is good. I think you have a lot of floral fragrances, I believe, right? Um Oh, yep. Yeah. So Amina, when I went to his website before, it was sold out. And then I got lucky, then it was there and it immediately sold out. Okay. Yeah, florals are very nice. Speaking of that, so I wanted to go back to this the wood fragrance. I think the three dots. Yep, I kept them separate. So the three dots is the wood from Taliaferro. Um that fragrance smells so good. There is this soapy quality to it now that's just crazy. It's this stuff is strong. So these 50 mls. So this one, so bed almost goes into a floral fragrance now. And then the wood goes into more of a it's more of a sweet, airy, um, it's sexy. It's nice. This is very nice. It's very clean, soapy, very, very nice. Um, Yeah, I know. Well, you know what, Abraham? Honestly, there are some floral fragrances that that a lot of men are afraid to wear. I have probably, like I said, I probably have about a good um I think 25 to 30. So Lulu Lulu is definitely not a she is not a soapy person. So that's my Chicago connect. Yep, spicy floral is good, definitely. Um, oh, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Amina. That's right. Please come in, like the video. Um, florals don't like the skin, Heather. I think it depends on the floral. So, one of my favorites is a Tiziana Terenzi. I think it's Paporia or Papora is how you pronounce it, and that's more of like a cinnamon floral that you get. But I heard it was I heard it was so similar to Portrait of a Lady. Um, I think that one's good. Also, I like to layer that one with Rose of No Man's Land. If you've ever smelled that one from Byredo. So Rose of No Man's Land is so good even by itself, but with the mixture of that cinnamon and rose, it smells really good. So yeah, unfortunately, Terenzi does tend to smell like other fragrances as well, but I know that Gumin doesn't smell like anything. Gumin, I have not smelled anything similar except for date for, or I'm sorry, what's the new Jeremy fragrance that he has out? I forgot the name. I have the fragrance. I have the 10 ml of it, but it mimics Gumin and it mimics Gucci's the leather fragrance. So I bought both of those. I already had Gumin and I bought the Gucci fragrance and sprayed. Thank you. It's black tie. Thank you all. Black tie. So black tie mimics both of those fragrances if they were mixed properly. So you spray one, you spray the other, spray it pretty close to your skin. Smells just like black tie. It was crazy, but I do like black tie. I think it's done very well, but I think that some of those fragrances from Jeremy Fragrance kind of mimic other fragrances as well, but they're still done very well. But it's also the same perfumer that may have made the original fragrance. So yeah, whether he's copying or not is some great stuff. I definitely love Office for Men. That's one of my favorites from the line. So yeah. Yeah. So have you so I know Lulu doesn't I don't know. Lulu said it was a like for Guman that I gave her, but I would love to know what she thinks about it now. That one's really good. Marima is super strong. That one is definitely a really good fragrance, but that again smells like a Tom Ford fragrance. Um, let's see. Oh, a Ruthusa smells really good. Yeah. So you have Marima, Lulu. So Marima is super strong. That's like probably one of the most overbearing fragrances that I have. Um, I only do one spray. Yep, Marima is better, definitely better than Tom Ford. I 100% agree with that. That's what I was saying before. Some of Tiziana Terenzi's fragrances are done very, very well. I think that they okay. So that's really good. Yep, Lulu definitely she likes to choke everybody out in the room. The second she walks in the room, she's trying to go for your throat. So she definitely loves those overbearing fragrances. I actually let my wife take all of Lulu's samples and she wears them every single day. And she's like, "Ooh, I really like this one. This one was great." And then she'll be like, I don't necessarily like this one nearly as much as the other ones." So one of your double 17s, Lulu, she said that she really loved. But that was some good stuff. Hey, Rob is in the building. What's going on, man? You missed the beginning. We were talking about Ryan's broken anatomy. Not that Ryan has a broken anatomy, but Ryan's broken anatomy fragrances. Um, and I sprayed all of those on skin, and they are absolutely amazing, man. And then we also checked out the Taliaferro. So I ended up getting the wood, and then I also got B.E.D. And from first spray, I thought they were going to be super light, and then all of a sudden now they are so nice. This B.E.D. has this top. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did mess up, Lulu. But that's okay. It was still good. Whichever one it was, she absolutely loved it. Um this was really good. Oh man. And then the wood is very nice. It's a very clean fresh fragrance. So I think I think Heather said that she was going to possibly pick up one, who knows. So but we are talking about these are some really good juices, y'all. Both perfumers did such a great job on these fragrances. They absolutely killed it. um I can't ask for anything more from a fragrance, but again, they don't. So if you buy two, hopefully he checks out this video and sees that. I mean, at least put like in small font B.E.D. or wood. I'm gonna have to smell it. So oh, yep. I'm sorry about that, Heather. Coco Moon is dope. Oh, check out my homegirl Crystal Fragrances. Crystal Fragrances will also carry Coco Moon. If you are still looking for that. Um, so shout out to her. I don't know if Yep. Oh, okay, perfect. This is dope. So for both of the ovations, they have the same notes. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so that tobacco, that cardamom, and that amber is gonna be super nice. That is gonna be nice. You are very welcome, Heather. Definitely check her out. I know that she always kept them. I think I got mine from Crystal when I got my 50 ml. So but I think, what was it? I have a couple of other things that are coming in. I'm not sure what those are because I buy things sometimes and I completely forget what I bought, and then all of a sudden they show up. So I know that I had a couple of different issues trying to get my fragrances. One that I was trying to get from Ryan from Broken Anatomy. It took me a little bit of time to get that. I know that they had something on the packaging that said that it couldn't fly. So they had to drive the fragrance out. So I guess it came by truck. So it took close to a week for me to get that one. So I'm kind of having certain issues now with getting my fragrances a lot faster than I was before. But definitely the two new ones that I'm getting tomorrow. Also, just for dropping some stuff. So, Dream House of Curio is working on a couple of different fragrances that I'm not supposed to say what they are, but one is definitely a tribute to someone. I can drop some hints. Um, but it is awesome. I smelled it already, and I am blown away by how it smells. Hopefully that comes out really soon. And then I'll be available to get a full bottle because I do some testing, or I get some samples from him when I purchase certain things, and then he'll ask me, what I think about those. The same with Rome as well. Rome, I think, has a lot more samples and has smelled so many other great fragrances that have come out from Dream House and Curio. So if you all haven't gotten a chance to check any of those out, definitely gonna have to. Yes, Abraham, you definitely have to hit up Vincent. He is 100% back in the game. He's working on some secretive stuff. Like, I haven't heard from him all week. Typically, I'll hear one or two things, or I'll at least get a like on Instagram, but haven't gotten that yet. But super, super good fragrances that are coming out, very long lasting. The one that I'm talking about is super sexy. I can't wait to spill the beans on that one. Um, do I know when his site will be up? So the thing about his site is that I think he's trying to get his fragrances put on someone else's site. So right now you can go to distractions. I think it's distractions with another S at the end of it.com. And if you contact them, he's actually going to have 3 fragrances that are only made by or that will only be sold at Distractions. One of them I smelled, and um it's really good. It's like a sweet, but it's a leathery type of fragrance that also has like this fizziness. Yeah, it so if anybody doesn't know anything about Vincent and Dreamhouse, Vincent actually grew up and has been in theater production for about 20 plus years. So that's the reason why he kind of gravitates towards that type of store and that type of stuff. So um Vincent made a few masks, and a lot of these masks he actually has in his production. And then he also lives in I believe he lives in San Francisco or around that particular area. So being in that area, you get a lot of different things, or a lot of different walks of life. So definitely the steampunk thing, I thought that was kind of cool, I'll be honest with you. I think the way that people dress doing that looks cool. I can't pull it off, but if you can pull off steampunk, cool. um oh, Heather, don't pump fake. You have to get some Argos. Get that Argos sample. Honestly, if I still had my Argos sample, I would seriously have probably sent it to you, just to send it to you, because it's that good. But of course I gave it away. Um it is really good. So Triumph of Bacchus, and then there is another fragrance that is a little bit similar up top to Tuscan Leather. I can't that's like Baccio something else, but that is a very good fragrance. I think the whole line is pretty good, but honestly, Triumph of Bacchus is probably one of my favorites from that line. Super sexy, men, women, it's bomb. So yep, definitely have to check that one out. But going back to Vincent, oh, there we go. Yep, Baccio Immortale. That one is so good. My problem is that I had a couple of issues with the longevity for some of those, but I started to change up how I do my fragrances. So, one second, need some water really quick. So when I started wearing his fragrances, or when I started wearing Argos fragrances, I noticed that I needed to start wearing I use a lot of what is that, baby oil gel. So I will get like the Johnson & Johnson baby oil gel, and then I will use that on my skin, and then I put my fragrances on. And I've noticed that I get a lot better projection, longevity. I'm also drinking a lot more water throughout the day as well. So really, it has to do with hydration, and I would say how moist your skin is for me. I also started to double spray. So whenever I spray my fragrances, I do like double sprays in different areas. So double spray here. I don't put it here on the wrist area because I noticed that if I put stuff on my wrist, it will pump out, project, and then it'll start to dissipate really fast. Whereas I put stuff like around this area, and I can smell it all day, all night. I also put stuff like here on my neck. I will also put it on the back of my neck as well. And then where's the other place? And then of course, you got to do the Rihanna thing, or do the Cuba thing, which is I don't spray the junk, but I spray down towards the leg. So uh you drink a ton of water and you're an oversprayer. That's crazy, man. You probably knocking people out, D'Angelo. um. Oh, okay. So Heather, so I would say definitely, you definitely want to go ahead and try some baby oil gel. I used to mix that up. Bean sprayer. That's what I'm talking about. That is funny. Um. Well, yeah, that and ball sprayer too. I definitely hit the hit the bean sprayer. I love that bean sprayer and ball sprayer. That's right. What about the ankles? You know what? Um, I I tried to spray my ankle one time, and then somebody tried to attack my ankles. So now guys don't have nice looking ankles. That's something weird. So hey Helen, how you doing? Um, yeah, the ankles. Ugh, ankles are not good. Definitely don't want to spray the ankles. Um, yes, mask. So I've noticed that most of my I like to wear a lot of beast mode type fragrances. So one fragrance that I wore yesterday that I posted on Instagram, uh was that yesterday? Yeah, it was. No. When did I post that? Was that this morning or yesterday? Anywho, it was my Amr Oud fragrance. Let me just check really quick which one it was. Um I spray so many things throughout the day. So it was Silk Root. So Silk Root, I don't know if anybody's ever smelled that one. I know that that was definitely on Lulu's radar as well, but I picked that up a while ago from Fragrance Net, which I ended up getting for a super dope deal. I think I got it for like a little over $100, which was mind blowing. But it smells so good. It is such a sexy, sweet, vanillic, kind of peppery type of fragrance. So okay, ankles are good in the office. Okay, that's. But you know what though? I'm not that tall though. So like for me, maybe I'll smell my ankles before anybody else. So maybe if I was a little bit taller, wish I was a baller. But but no, ankles, I think ankles for women, when women spray, I think definitely the innards of your legs, ankles are dope. That's crazy. I never thought about spraying your ankles, but for men, I know anything that's up top is really good. And like I said, I definitely spray between the legs, so you're walking and you at least smell good. Uh, okay. So I've never tried that one before. I don't know if anybody else has ever tried this one. Um, but that would be definitely a good one. I'm definitely gonna have to check that one out, D'Angelo. Thanks for bringing that one up. I know I haven't smelled it before, and unfortunately, yes, she is definitely tall. That's right, Amina, the innards. That is a southern word, the innards, like the outards. Uh okay. So so Rob smelled that before. Okay. And it is cool. I definitely wanted to I'll definitely have to check that one out. That's definitely probably something that's super dope. What was there was a fragrance that was on my radar. Trying to think of, so I know that so Helen was asking what we were talking about. So Helen, I was actually talking about Broken Anatomy. So I got a sample set of Broken Anatomy, and then we kind of went through it earlier in the video, and I went through all of the fragrances, and I also picked up the Taliaferro. So picked up two fragrances from the Taliaferro, which was Bed and Wood, and whew, all five of the fragrances to me smell really good. The Taliaferro is decently cheap right now, so it's $50 for these 50 mls, and then you can get a 15% off if you put in your email address in his what is it? You can put your email address in his email database, and then he'll give you the 15% off right away. So um let's see. Because okay. So some people do spray their wrist. I mean, for me, I used to just spray my wrist all the time, and then I stopped just spraying my wrist. So yeah. You wash your hands, not your wrist. Um yeah, Lulu, sometimes you can spray your wrist, but then you'll lose it sometimes if you're washing your hands. I know I've seen, so it's so weird. I see people when they wash their hands, they wash all the way up to their elbows. I don't understand that. I don't get that. That is so weird to me. I didn't know you're supposed to wash your hands like that, because this part's your hands. They didn't say wash your elbows. So that is, see, like I said before, I literally spray up here. So I never spray here. Fragrance always dies out really quickly. I always spray like anywhere on my forearms, and that's just me. Oh, yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah. A lot of doctors do that. So I guess that's the reason why a lot of people will wash their hands like that. No, I actually see people in the gym wash their hands like that and then look at you and then get the whole counter wet when they do this. So that's funny. Um, so is there anything on anybody else's radar right now as far as fragrances are concerned? I was kind of interested to know what you all were interested in. So I am definitely going to pick up I'm going to pick up a Broken Anatomy. I'm going to pick up a Chris Collins, but I was really looking at Don Savage out of all of them, because I have a sample set that I've been spraying constantly, and I know that Harlem Nights is pretty much a lot of people's favorites. But for me, for some reason, I don't love that fragrance. It has this weird um sweaty carpet smell to me. I don't know what that is, but I get that smell from that fragrance every time. I think Autumn Nights is really good as well. But okay, so Heather is Heather is definitely getting that Triumph of Bacchus. Um really, I did not know he had a new collection coming up. I know I haven't smelled the oud for. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I was literally trying to get back in my broadcast. Comcast said no. So that is crazy. Um thank you. Thank you. I have no clue what happened. I was literally talking to everybody, and then all of a sudden my screen just blacked out. Man. So yeah, I was where did I leave off? Was that where I left off? I was talking about the gym. Yeah, let's see. Where are we? Oh, what is that one? I need to know about that. Is that a is that something new? So as far as fragrances, again, yeah, I was talking about Chris Collins. Um oh, okay. Um I was I was talking about Chris Collins. I believe I'm trying to think. There was another fragrance house that I was looking at. Um okay. Noir Ombre. I know that I did want to pick up trying to think. I heard of another new house and I wasn't sure. Oh, that's right. So I saw that I saw Jensen's video and he was talking about this fragrance and I literally jumped on fragrancebuy.ca and it was sold out immediately. So it quickly goes out, but I think if you put your email in there and have them notify you, then they will shoot you an email. But as soon as they shoot you an email, you have to immediately jump on it. If you don't jump on it, then you will not get it. So I've actually put myself on the email list for a few different fragrances. Um, I wanted to also talk about a couple of. Oh, okay. Let's see. What is that? So what does that smell like, Abraham? Definitely interested to know the notes for that and for those two. Um oh, there's Versace. I believe that's what it is. So there was a live that was done by Mr. Cologne 76 Versace. So I definitely wanted to check that one out. I thought that was pretty dope. Uh, okay. So yeah, Enigma is nice. I actually have a 5 mil decant of Enigma. I really, really like it. Yes. So Versace is I think that's an Argentinian brand. There was a live that was done. I think was that yesterday or the day before, and I really wanted to check those fragrances out. So those are pretty dope. Oh, nice. Whispers in the Library is actually a pretty good fragrance. I um I only have 3 replicas from the line. I have what is it? At the Barbers, I have Jazz Club, and then I also have Music Festival. So those are super dope fragrances. I know that they have a higher line. I think it was something about like the Force or something like that. One of the fragrances that I really enjoy. That's really good. So Replica is definitely a pretty dope brand, but I think they're starting to kind of taper off a little bit. I think the last one that they came out with was that coffee fragrance that was pretty good. So, okay, Dre likes Jazz Club. So I like Jazz Club, but I think that it could project a little bit more, but I guess it shouldn't because you really don't want to smell that much like liquor. So it's definitely very boozy. Um, oh, what is that one, Amina? Really? What's in that, Amina? I definitely want to know. Because usually when you say some stuff, like I think we have pretty close to the same taste. Oh, it was like a bubble bath one. You're absolutely right. Um, the coffee one was a little bit I think the coffee one was right before that because I actually have samples of that. Um, I am hoping that Layla Bow comes out with something new. I think they're probably due for a new one right now. So I think the last one that we picked up were some of the city exclusives. Oh wow. I mean, I do like aldehydes. Animalics, I don't know. Yeah, Amina likes those strong wild fragrances. Okay. So the fragrance that Amin is talking about is a I guess a super beastly fragrance. I know I personally like to wear my fragrances beast mode, um animalics means funky. It's it's in the words of Aaron Terrence Hughes, filth, as he likes to call it. So animalics is like filth. It's very what's the word? Like sweaty. Oh, that's really nice. Very nice, Heather. Would love to know what that smells like. Oh my gosh. I had to put that up there. That's funny, sensualized. That is so funny. And then yeah, Oriental Lace. Don't forget, Lulu's video is out at 9 o'clock. So we all definitely need to hop over to hers to check out her premiere for her big haul that she has. I think she has about a good 20 different fragrances that she picked up. So yeah, fragrance filth is really good. I have a few fragrances that are definitely on the dirty side. Um, I love some animalic fragrances, but I definitely love fragrances that are very easy to the nose. So it has notes. Oh, okay. So Amina's just explaining what they are. A fragrance that's derived from animals. Um, that is a very nice explanation. So Centralized said, of course, not that he knows what that smells like. I would not know what that would smell like. Yeah, animalic fragrances are pretty dope. Um, I'm not sure how many I definitely want to do a video on that. So what I'll do is I'll also check out and I'll do a live that has all of the animalic fragrances that I have in my collection. I'm sure I have a decent amount, but yeah, smelling one is really cool. I know that when I've smelled some animalic fragrances, they tend to kind of make you move away from them at first, but as you continuously smell it and your nose matures, you start to kind of like that. So yeah, you definitely have to be in the mood to wear them for sure. Ooh, that would be awesome. I would love to go up against your fragrances, Amina. So maybe we'll have to do something about that. Maybe, 10 different fragrances of animalics, but I'm sure everything that you have will probably knock my stuff out of the water because you are the animalics queen. Yep, definitely. I have a decent amount of things that have civet, love ambergris. Um Also, I think I have a couple fragrances with beaver musk as well. And then also deer musk too. So definitely cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to Amina, we're gonna have to check out that video for sure. Whenever you put that out, hopefully, like I said, it gets warm around you. I agree. I'm a big ambergris person, so I do have a decent amount of fragrances that have ambergris. I like the way it smells. It has this kind of weird, to me, it smells almost metallic-y sweet, which is how it comes off on my nose. That is funny. It's gonna get funky. So I actually have two animalic fragrances that I purchased not too long ago, which were Bortnikov's um, from his sixth edition. Those were when I first smelled them, like Oud Lacoum, it was a bit off-putting at first, but then I absolutely fell in love with it. I know the Chypre du Nord, it has this um it almost smells like mulch, but it smells good. It's such a weird mulchy greatness. So that's definitely gonna be a really good video. So the next video that I'm probably gonna do, like I said, is going to be my two cajoles that are coming in. I'm absolutely excited about. I know that again, Rob definitely influenced me to get those. So I am super excited about those. Um, yes, Bortnikov definitely makes some great fragrances. I'm actually looking to find another Bortnikov fragrance that I'm in love with. I have not tried any fragrance Dubois either. I wanted to get into that line as well. So yeah, the Ylang Ylang in Oud Lacoum is really awesome. It's that natural oud, you're absolutely right. It smells like so skanky, but you start to love that fragrance. But unfortunately, I can't wear it around my wife. She hates it. That is funny. Oh, you smelled the fragrance the other day and it smelled like straw soaked and horse urine. That is crazy. Perry. Oh my goodness. That is so funny. Yeah, there are so many different fragrances out there that are so crazy. Um, I know that I've gotten I've gotten a little bit more into more of the natural ouds. So those are super expensive. But then I'm also checking out things that are also on the softer side as well. Hey Tara. So, yep, that's right. Congratulations. Congratulations on your 1K. But yeah, it's really cool. But like I was saying before, gonna do the cajoles. Then the next video, actually, I was supposed to do something with D from what is her channel? It is something medic 17. We're going to do a video together. So that is going to be so awesome. She wants to do rose fragrances. So we're going to do rose fragrances. It's either rose or florals. I think she wants to do rose. So since she wants to do rose, I want to do a video on florals. Again, I do have a great amount of floral fragrances that I share between myself and my wife. So, oh, this right here, this is amazing. We definitely need a battle of that for sure. So, classic French perfumes. I have to make sure I haven't. So I have younger siblings, and I typically give a lot of my fragrances that I don't wear anymore to them, which they are super lucky. Um, but I give a lot of my fragrances to them once I stop wearing something for a while. So I have to check my stuff, but I know I gave my brother a lot of my French perfumes. But that Mark, that is a dope idea. See, I didn't buy jewelry. I thought that somebody was saying Lamar and something. Oh, I think it was jewelry. I heard they smell so similar, but Lamar is more of the it's more refined. So correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's kind of so I started wearing florals a while ago. Um and I noticed that I started to like them. And it depends on what you're wearing too. So you have to be wearing the right thing at the right time to really wear some good florals, or it has to be like that type of a good day. I love to wear rose fragrances when it's really hot for some reason. If it's hot, and then of course it's Chicago, so it's always breezy. So that is definitely something. Cool. And really, okay. So they don't okay, so they don't smell similar. And that's actually talking about the jewelry and Lamar. So what makes them so different? What is it in the fragrance that you all okay, so is Lamar is very pineapple and rose centric, where jewelry is, it looks like, is that honey and rose? I believe that's what that is. Yeah, tuberose is definitely super sweaty. I know I'm not I do like some fragrances with tuberose, but too much tuberose is too much. Pineapple and rose, definitely. So that sounds really dope. Okay, so honey, is it more of a natural honey, or is it like a natural honey like you would get from um what is that? Have you ever smelled Nectar Boise? That has like a super like Winnie the Pooh, exactly, like Winnie the Pooh type of fragrance. So that's what Nectar Boise from Motif Olfactive, that honey that's in there, it smells like that to me, at least. Y'all, this is the Taliaferro is pumping off of my arm. I am smelling it. My arm is all the way down at my waist, and it is pumping and projecting like you wouldn't believe. Really, the one that I'm smelling the most right now is the wood. So, um, if you, I would really say that that is it. It reminds me again of oud wood, but it's not 100% like oud wood. Oud wood goes in a whole different direction, and it's super different than this is. But this is so good. This is such a good office fragrance. Or even if I was wearing a mask, I could probably smell this. Ah, that's my next one. That's my next one, Amina. I do not have any Centauri, and I should. D'Angelo, that is a must smell to me. I like Nectar Boise, but I've also found myself liking the Tuma Zuma Azoma, I believe is what it's called. That's a coffee-based fragrance. I know Amina has that one. So yeah, I need to check that one out for sure. That's actually going to be on my list to get. Okay, that sounds good. Um, see, Amina co-sign for me. Nectar Boise is noise. It is definitely noise. Definitely have to check that one out. So, how good is Proxima? Does it? I know his fragrances should last a very long time. Um, Yeah, I really like the Toma Azuma. I think that it is very good for the weather right now. But if we're talking, if the weather was a little bit nicer, I would rather wear Nectar Boise because it's a very sweet fragrance. So if if you're in shorts, anything like that, you want to wear something that's sweet. That is more of a nighttime, I think, fragrance, Datoma Azuma. What is my favorite fragrance of all time? That is probably one of the toughest questions. But again, I still have to go back to Tiziana Terenzi's Gooman. Um, I love that fragrance, whether it's on a man or a woman. That is one of my favorite fragrances. Um, on a woman, my favorite fragrance is probably always going to be Alien. I don't know why, but whenever I smell a woman that has Alien on, I can tell she has Alien on. Or also Chanel Chance. I like that one too, but really 100% for woman has to be um the other one that I was saying. Oh, wow. That sounds really cool. See, this one is up my alley. So having fruity aldehydes with light musk, that is definitely on my list. That is definitely on my list. Um, it is called Gumin. So Gumin. What? What do you mean? Alien is amazing on women. Ha! Yes, Tiziana Terenzi is absolutely amazing. Um, Oh, wow. That is a beautiful description. So, walking through a forest in the pouring rain, you fall over and hit the dirt, and then find a tree with amazing honey. Wow, that is beautiful. Oh, that's not good. Ah, you know what? Amina punted it away. Yeah, Alien is a very beautiful fragrance. On some people, it's sweeter than it is on other people. I know that I found some people it smells very floral. And then I met a woman, and also my wife. Whenever my wife wears it, it's very sweet. So it's like a sweet, it almost smells like sweet and dirty paper. Um, so for Alien, there is a version that Amr Oud has. I have it upstairs in my collection. I can't remember the name of it, but it is similar to Alien, but it's better to me than Alien is, and I actually wear it myself. So it's a very powerful, potent fragrance. Dirty. It's almost like, so the way I used to explain Alien was it smelled like sweet dirty money is the way that I would explain it. So if you ever had money in your pocket, and then you had like some, maybe some sweet gum in your pocket with that money, and you took it out, that's what it would smell like, kind of in the air. So that's just my opinion. It was definitely it smelled a lot better back in the day. I don't know if they had any reformulations with it, because I'm noticing that it doesn't last nearly as long now when people are filling their bottles. So um yeah, right. Yeah, I so Jasmine, I have the same problem that Equality Fragrance has with jasmine. I don't love it all the time, but there are times where I will wear jasmine and it will blow me away. So I have an Ormond Jane fragrance that has jasmine in it. I'm trying to remember which one it is off the top. Something is it Royal something. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I would have to get the name and tell you all. But the jasmine that's in that fragrance smells really good on my skin. Ah, I knew it had to have been reformulated. So, yep, that's it. That's the one, Amina. It's Ombre Royale. So I have that fragrance. To me, it smells great on my skin. And I think that's because of the amber and the jasmine mixed together. So so you wrap some gum in hard candy and $1. Tell me what that smells like. That's funny. But back in the day, uh Alien was absolutely a hit. I knew when I smelled it, and I could smell it on a woman from very far away. Um, yep, yep, definitely is. You have to spray it, and then you don't want to smell it for about a good, I'd say like 20 minutes. Me, I don't mind the smell of something if it has like a bitterness, bitter quality to it or anything like that. So that's funny. Oh my goodness. But yeah, those are, I should probably do something on jasmine fragrances also, because I do have a decent amount of jasmine fragrances, and my wife and I both share two jasmine heavy fragrances from Layla Beau from their city collection, and they are both really good. But I think one is better than the other because one is just super jasmine heavy. It's like jasmine and lots of aldehydes that makes it pump and project. I know when she wears it, sometimes I do not like the fragrance right away. But then when she comes home, I'm like, oh, that smells good. And we're talking about it's a 6 hour, or I'm sorry, it's like a 10 hour, uh, 10 hours in between that time. So, okay. Citron, thank you. Yes, Citron, and I forgot the name of the other one. Citron and um there's another one as well. I don't know if anybody else is too familiar with Le Labo fragrances, but I know in Houston they have a Le Labo store, so you can actually go there, and you can they'll fill the bottle for you. Buy grade, yeah, buy grade is the other one. So those are those are actually some really good fragrances, but definitely have to check out Centauri. I think that's on my list for my birthday. So I will definitely check that one out. So appreciate the information on that one. So um Leila Bow and Byredo are very expensive, but you're talking the fragrances that I have from Byredo and the fragrances that I have from Leila Beau last and project. So, yes, it's in April. It is in April, Mina. So, we'll definitely have to we'll have to do some sort of a birthday video. So, mine and Lulu's are right next to each other. And then I think Beauty Medic D's is probably like a couple of weeks after after our birthdays. Yeah, Jasmine is definitely. Um, yeah, I was gonna say some Byredo fragrances are not that great. So if you've never tried Rose of No Man's Land, I also have Gypsy Water. I have um I forgot what the other Mojave Ghost is probably one of my favorite fragrances because of that Mojave flower smell. That one's absolutely amazing. And then I have no, I have Mr. Marvelous, which is a cedar based fragrance that lasts about a good, I would say like 8 to 10 hours. It lasts on my skin. So, and the same with Mojave Ghost. So you definitely don't want to go super heavy on the trigger. Literally 3 to 4 sprays will get you going through all day. I do have some Byron Parfum. So of course Mula Mula is beastly king on me. I wanted to try the new one, but I have not gotten a chance to yet. Okay. See, that's pretty cool. Ah, okay. So I checked out Sunday Cologne. I really liked that one at first, but then I smelled Mojave Ghost and I immediately grabbed that one. Um I actually purchased I purchased Gooman. Gooman was my first Barney's purchase ever. So I tried Byron Man at first. I probably need to get back and try that again. I was not, what's the word? I wasn't in love with it when I first smelled it. Okay. So I was gonna say the original is just, it's stupid. As long as it lasts, it literally lasts almost 24 hours. Oh, really? That is so funny because it's so inky. That is hilarious, Mark. Oh my goodness. I want to try Black Dragon. I heard Black Dragon was really good. The Chronic, I'll be honest, I did not like the Chronic very well. Um, so Pirates to me smelled like a jasmine heavy fragrance that I had already smelled before. So I did not like Pirates. I thought it was honestly very and I try not to look at fragrances as feminine or masculine, but it was way too feminine for me. Black Dragon is nice. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like Pirates. Yeah, okay. I'm super afraid of getting something that's too floral, but again, I can always, pass that on to the wife. So if I don't necessarily love it. Uh oh my goodness. Really, I am gonna have to check out that review. I'm gonna look for that review. So look for that like really soon. So the wife does not like cigar notes. I love tobacco, cigar fragrances, cherry cigar, anything like that. So that is definitely up my alley. Very cool. Yeah, that is dope. All right, y'all. I'm gonna um start breaking this one down because I want to check out Lulu's video. So Lulu's video is coming up here in the next 8 minutes. So um I'm gonna go ahead and check that one out. I just want to thank everybody for hopping on. I will have those cajoles really soon, and as soon as I do, I'll put out that notification. If you don't follow me already on IG, definitely check me out. Check out all my friends on there. You all are awesome. I really appreciate y'all for joining this live. The live was so fun. Absolutely love doing lives with you all. So we'll definitely do it again this week. Again, I'm supposed to get it literally tomorrow morning. So you'll see the picture and then we are going to be all up on it. So thank y'all again. Appreciate everybody. Have a good night. This was great. Check out Lulu's video. I'll see y'all at the next one.